The trip from New York to the West Coast takes about 5 hours, about 3,000 miles across the United States. Again, it takes us about 5 or 6 hours at best. And yet, light travels back and forth across our country 60 times in 1 second. Think of it, 60 times across our country in 1 second. 186,000 miles a second. And scientists tell us that our universe, from the Big Bang, was 14 billion years ago. And that light from that Big Bang is just reaching us today. Think about it. 14 billion years times 186,000 miles a second reaching us today. We can't imagine it. We can't even think about a hugeness of that size, the immensity of our universe, which is still growing. Yet in our faith, we believe that there is someone behind it, an intelligent being who is good. That intelligent being must be something tremendous beyond the greatness of our universe. But he holds it in place. And St. Paul tells us that he chose you and me from the beginning of time, from always, that this being that we call God had you and me in mind. He had us in mind not just thinking about it, but had us in mind to share his life, the life that he has that's beyond our imagination, of peace and goodness and beauty. We forget that sometimes, we wander astray. So God has always sent people to remind us. In the Old Testament they called them prophets, calling the people back to think about the God when they got turned away by too much of concerns about wealth or pleasure or the things of this world. He even sent his son, Jesus Christ, into our world to remind us, to call us. And Jesus sent people out 2 by 2 to continue his work. And that goes on today. We need to have our eyes open, you and I, to those who might be calling us in our life, to think more carefully about the great call we have from God to share his life. We're also called to remember that you and I, by the lives that we live and the things that we do, are meant to remind others of that call by God who has had us in mind from all eternity to share in his life. Think about it.